what our most important ingredient is?
Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
Welcome back to Cardinals baseball. We are high atop Nationals Park in Washington, D.C. We have a tough time seeing the field from where we are, but we know that we've got baseball ahead tonight. We're excited to bring it to you on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Graybar. Let's take a look at our starting lineups here for Game 1 of the 3-game series. They're brought to you by Discount Tire. Get 30% shorter average wait time when you buy and book online at DiscountTire.com. Oliver Marmol, the manager of the Cardinals, 36-year-old, has the following lineup here tonight. A couple of changes for them. Brendan Donovan will lead off, and he will play left field. He has a 7-game hitting streak. He's hitting .375 during that time. Paul Goldschmidt will play first base and bat second. And the big news for the Cardinals is the activation of Lars Nootbaar, who will play right field and hit third. So the Cardinals did send out Luken Baker. So Nootbaar in the lineup and in right field, with Nolan Arenado playing third base, hitting cleanup. Wilson Contreras will do the catching. He had a home run Friday night in New York. Jordan Walker homered yesterday and had a really good series in New York, and he has an 11-game hitting streak. He's going to DH today and bat sixth. Nolan Gorman still looking for that stroke. Go for his last 19. Will play second base with Paul DeJong, the shortstop, batting eighth, and Tommy Edman in center field batting ninth. Dave Martinez is a very popular manager with the Nationals. Of course, he's led them to a World Series in the past, and as a team that's really rebuilding now. Lane Thomas will lead things off for him. Former Cardinal, has really been their best offensive player. He's going to be in right field and bat first. Luis Garcia is the second baseman. He hits second, with Jamer Candelario playing third base, hitting third. Joey Meneses is the DH. Keber Ruiz will do the catching and bat fifth. Corey Dickerson, another former Cardinal, will be in left field. Dominic Smith at first base. Victor Robles has been around. He will be in center field and bat eighth. And a young star of the future, C.J. Abrams, is the shortstop. He bats ninth. There's your lineups. First pitch from our nation's capital comes up next.
Tolono Fun Day is coming up the last weekend in June with the golf cart parade at 7:30 on Friday, June 23rd, brought to you by Briella's in front of the Savoy Walmart and in Mahomet. Westside Park will host the majority of the festivities with 8 Up in the Beer Pavilion on Friday. And on Saturday, Dreamcatcher has music before the fantastic fireworks. So many fun things to do. Don't forget this year at the Scout Cabin in Westside Park, the 5K will step off at 8 a.m. thanks to Monocle's Pizza. The parade steps off at 11 on Saturday. Sundowners with their car show comes your way in downtown Tolono with the viewer awards handed out by 3. And keep in mind, for $10, you could try to win that $10,000. Or Dutch Valley Meats with a $500, $250, and $150 gift card. All brought to you by Gary and Cindy Jean Farms and Trucking. Get all the details about Tolono Fun Day on Facebook.
At Flooring Surfaces, we have a lot of hardwood, laminate, tile, and mosaics in stock, and it's all on sale during the summer clearance event. June 29th to July 3rd, you'll find amazing deals on floors. Designer porcelain tiles are 40 to 70% off. Yes, up to 70% off. Hardwood floors at just $249 per square foot. Premium laminate starts at 99 cents. Too many deals to list them all, but if you need new floors, save big at Flooring Surfaces during the summer clearance event, June 29th to July 3rd. Save big on floors during the summer clearance event at Flooring Surfaces. 4 days of low prices on hardwood, laminate, tile, and more. Designer porcelain tiles are 40 to 70% off. Premium hardwood floors start at just $249 per square foot. June 29th to July 3rd, a massive flooring sale that you don't want to miss. Find your perfect floor at the summer clearance event at Flooring Surfaces.
Flooring Surfaces, your first stop. Flooring Surfaces, your first stop.
Washington Nationals take the field on June 19th. It is Juneteenth, of course, which has been a federal holiday for the past 2 years, been commemorated for a very long time by a lot of people. Of course, it was 1865, June 19th, 1865, when Major General Gordon Granger went to Galveston Bay, Texas, to free slaves that were there. That was a couple years after the Emancipation Proclamation. That's why we have this holiday. And I hope it's a meaningful commemoration for all of our listeners on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Graybar. It'll be Josiah Gray pitching for the Nationals. And the Nationals were World Series champions in 2019, but boy, they are in rebuilding stages right now. They only won 55 games last year. They were 55 and 107. And this season, they are about where the Cardinals are. But if you're playing in the National League East, that's not going to be put you very close to the top of the leaderboard, because they are 18 games out in the Eastern Division. And so it's certainly been a tough road for them. And, again, a lot of young players on this team still trying to find their way. Oliver Marmol had his team playing very well in New York, and we'll see if that can continue here in Washington. Let's go over our umpires here. Mike Esterbrook will be behind the plate for Game 1, and it'll be a newcomer, to me anyway, Brian Walsh, who will be the umpire at first base. Eric Bacchus at second, and Doug Eddings, who is the crew chief, will be at third. So Gray is ready. He is a guy that has a very good slider. At least the numbers are good on his slider. And he has been outstanding. His last 13 games, an ERA of 2.80. That's really good. And he is a guy to root for, I'm told, a very hard worker and a tough competitor. And he's facing Brendan Donovan. And here is John Rooney with the first pitch.
And that first pitch goes outside to Brendan Donovan. 86 degrees at 4:06 p.m. Eastern Time. Here's the 1-0 pitch from the right-hander. A strike called on the outside corner. Have a light wind blowing from right to left field. And an overcast late afternoon here in Washington, D.C. The lights are on here at Nationals Park. The pitch by Gray. That's a slider for a strike over the inside half of the plate. Just getting started with Donovan at the plate. Donovan, a 7-game hitting streak, 12 out of 32. A walk and 5 runs scored during that time. And the pitch to him. A swing and a foul ball. That goes out of play over the Cardinals dugout on the third base side. Not a very big crowd at all here for this late afternoon game. Still have some fans coming in off the trains and through the turnstiles, through the gates behind the left field wall. Here's the windup and the pitch on the way. Strike 3 called on the outside corner, and that's the way our series begins in Washington, D.C. Brendan Donovan gets the ring up. Hit one out of the park with a winning flavor combination from Ted Drews. The Cardinal Sin, a blend of tart cherries, hot fudge, and Ted's delicious frozen custard. Open daily on Chippewa. Ted Drews frozen custard. It really is good, guys and gals at Ted Drews. And gals instead in stereo for you here on this Monday afternoon. And the pitch a little bit low. Any day is a good day for Ted Drews.
You bet.
Paul Goldschmidt, 3 for his last 8, 9 out of his last 29. The pitch on the way. Swing and a foul ball back. Goldie's batting .287, 12 home runs, 35 RBIs. Both Goldschmidt and Arenado got into the RBI act yesterday, helping the Cardinals turn back the Mets 8-7 and win 2 out of 3 in New York. The outfielders play straight up. Gray's pitch. Goldschmidt flinches and takes a ball.
I find this to be a very interesting and very wide open ballpark. We get to see a lot of the development that's going around, although we have an obscured view now of the Capitol. I used to like it when we could see the Capitol building a lot better, which is beyond the left field wall here.
A swing and a miss for Goldschmidt, chasing the slider that was outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Well, we know it's back there somewhere.
I can see the dome from my vantage point. You probably can't from yours. It's still there, John.
Now the pitch by Gray, and a ground ball past the mound to the second baseman. Luis Garcia throws out Goldie. Donovan is struck out. Goldschmidt a ground out. And that brings Lars Nootbaar to the plate.
Nats are a team that's made a lot of errors. They've made 45 errors. The Cardinals 28. So we'll see if that comes into play. And several errors from the shortstop, C.J. Abrams, who actually is a very talented player, but he'll still boot him from time to time. And he's a guy that they expect to be an all-star at some point in his career, but he's still got some development to do.
A strike called on the outside corner to left-handed batting Lars Nootbaar. Just off the injured list, he was out 15 games with a lower back injury. He hurt the back on Memorial Day against the Royals at Busch Stadium. Had a big game yesterday at AAA in his rehab. He takes outside for a ball. Nootbaar at Jacksonville went 4 for 5 with a double, 2 home runs and 4 RBIs. And that's when the Cardinals said, "We're bringing you back." Hitting third, playing right field. The pitch by Gray. A foul ball, backing out of play. But Nootbaar playing in the outfield today. Donovan is in left. Tommy Edman, of course, playing center field. That means that Jordan Walker is DHing. A step toward left field for Robles in center as Nootbaar tried to check his swing and strikes out on a low slider. We played a half inning. Cardinals went 1-2-3, and the Nats are coming to bat in Washington, D.C.
Roger Maris is at bat. There it is. A standing ovation for Roger Maris.
The Cardinals host the New York Yankees the weekend of June 30th through July 2nd. On Saturday, July 1st, 25,000 fans aged 16 and older will take home their own Roger Maris bobblehead thanks to Edward Jones. After a stellar Yankees career, Maris joined the Cardinals and was a key member of the 1967 World Championship team. Join us as we honor his legacy on Saturday, July 1st. Get your tickets at cardinals.com/promotions.
Every year, St. Louis fans dream of another Cardinals championship. It takes a great team to get it done. One with strength, strategy, and amazing execution. Same goes for investing. Wells Fargo Advisors offers a strong financial team with insightful strategies and innovative planning tools to help reach your goals. Hey, we all have dreams, but do you have a financial team that's invested in you? Wells Fargo Advisors. Wells Fargo Advisors is a trade name used by Wells Fargo Clearing Services, LLC. Member SIPC.
When your little rookie slides headfirst onto the IL or fever has you benched, you need Mercy Now. Go to mercynow.net, answer a few questions, and find your best, quickest option for care. With virtual, in-person, digital, and urgent care visits, we've got your bases covered. Find care now at mercynow.net. Mercy, official medical provider of the St. Louis Cardinals.
Business and IT leaders know meeting their software development needs can be challenging. That's where TDK Technologies can help. They are St. Louis experts who take the time to understand your company's culture and specific needs. Using a thorough and efficient process, TDK Technologies provides highly qualified candidates who are technically strong and a great fit for your team. To enhance your software development capabilities, get started at tdktech.com. TDK Technologies, IT experience delivering business results.
Former Cardinal Lane Thomas leads off against Jack Flaherty. So the Cardinals went 1-2-3 against Josiah Gray. Let's see what Flaherty has on this Monday, June 19th. The right-hander's first pitch, over for a strike. Wilson Contreras is catching today with Paul Goldschmidt at first, Nolan Gorman at second, Paul DeYoung at shortstop, and Nolan Arenado playing deep and off the line at third. The windup and the one-strike pitch. A fastball that backs the right-handed batter away. In the outfield, Donovan plays very deep and off the line. He's in left. Tommy Edman in center. The right fielder is Lars Nootbaar. The 1-ball, 1-strike pitch for Thomas. A breaking ball doesn't break enough. It's inside, ball 2, 2-1.
This is a Nationals team that doesn't hit a lot of home runs, and Jack of late has not been giving up home runs. So hopefully he'll do that again here, keep the ball in the ballpark, and keep the hit count down as well.
Lane Thomas swings and misses a breaking pitch that was hanging a bit. No contact, 2 balls, 2 strikes. For Thomas, he's 4 for his last 13 at-bats, 2 doubles, 2 homers, 4 RBIs, while scoring 3 runs during that stretch. The 2-2 pitch leading off the bottom of the first, and a high fly ball down the left field line. In foul territory, Donovan gives it a look, and that ball goes out of play. Donovan was chasing it, so was DeYoung and the third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
We talked about it, John, but Ali Marmol spelling out for us just how interesting it's been when you study the numbers of Jack Flaherty, that he's actually better as the game progresses. First 3 innings, really a telltale for him about what kind of day he'll have. If he can kind of get through those and kind of still be on a roll, he typically gets better on pitch 75 and later, which most pitchers in baseball don't.
The 2-2 pitcher for Lane Thomas. A little bit low and a full count. Jack Flaherty on the mound for the Cardinals today. Cardinals wearing their road gray uniforms. The pitch, There's a line drive and a hit past Arenado down the left field line. Thomas takes the turn at first. He's going for second. Here's the throw by Donovan, and it's late. A sliding double for Lane Thomas. The Nationals get a runner into scoring position with their very first batter in the game.
Thomas now with a 5-game hitting streak, so he's one of their hotter players. Leads the team in both home runs and RBIs. He's got a slider that was in the middle of the plate. It didn't break down in the way as Jack had hoped. And he's aboard. And he will strike out quite a bit, Lane Thomas, but he's been a good offensive piece for them.
Jack Flaherty works out of the stretch, and the pitch for Garcia. He takes a strike on a good-looking curveball at 74 miles an hour. Jack has pitched in 73 2/3 innings, allowing 75 hits now. He has walked 43, striking out 75. The next pitch for Garcia, he gets out of the way of an inside fastball. Garcia, left-handed batter from New York City, 23 years old. Batting .279 with 5 home runs, 25 RBIs. 5 for his last 14 at-bats with a triple and a run scored. The Nationals have their red jerseys on today, the home white pants, red caps and helmets. The pitch by Flaherty. Garcia takes inside. That goes to the screen. A wild pitch. Thomas is on third. There's another wild pitch for the Cardinal staff.
We've had plenty of those, John. They were leading the league at last check. And a lot of them came early, too.
That's the third wild pitch for Jack Flaherty. His pitch. Garcia hits this in the air into right field. Newpark comes on, makes the catch. Thomas tags, comes down the line. The throw is offline. 1-0 Nationals. A double, a wild pitch, and a sacrifice fly, and the Nationals have a run on the board.
The first inning woes continue for Jack Flaherty. The key is don't make it worse. Just give up a run. Keep your team in the game. You have to score some to win anyway.
Nobody on base here for Jeimer Candelario. Switch batting third baseman, batting left-handed, taking strike one on the outside corner. Candelario, 5 for his last 9, 4 doubles, and 2 runs scored. He has 8 homers, 30 RBIs for the Nats, wearing number 9 on the home red jersey. The Cardinals playing to pull on the infield as Flaherty pitches, and that ball is looped into center for a base hit. On a pitch up, Flaherty gives up his second hit. That brings Joey Meneses to the plate. 31-year-old right-handed batter from Mexico, batting .300, 16 doubles, a triple, 2 home runs, and 35 runs batted in.
Late bloomer, came out of nowhere last year, had a great season for them, and he's just continued to hit.
The pitch by Jack, low and away for ball 1. The Cardinals went fast against Josiah Gray. From the stretch, a look to first. A long pause and the pitch. A swing and a miss, slow curveball. And I do believe Meneses was looking for more velocity.
Always love those stories when the guy has 10 years in the minor leagues and then finally gets to the big leagues and then ends up sticking. 13 home runs in the second half of the season last year.
1 ball, 1 strike on Meneses. It was grounded into 9 double plays. Ground ball fair inside the third base bag down the left field line. Candelario makes third base, and it's a double for Meneses. The second double in the inning and the third hit off Jack Flaherty. The 17th double for Meneses sets up second and third, 1 out for Keibert Ruiz.
Sometimes you look at the location of the pitch, John, and it tells you exactly why that happened. But in this case, that was a pretty good knuckle curve down and away, and just give him credit for finding a hole with it.
Flaherty out of the high set position. His pitch, and there's a foul ball back and out of play. Flaherty elects to work out of the stretch with runners at second and third and one out and a run in. The Nationals are 27 and 43, while the Cardinals are 29 and 43. The runners lead the pitch. Ground ball foul over to the Nationals dugout on the first base side. Good grab by somebody there on the front row. More baseballs out to the home plate umpire, Mike Estabrook. And we still have fans coming through the turnstiles, through the gates in left center field. The Nationals are up 1-0, looking for more. Jack could use a strikeout of Ruiz here. The 0-2 pitch. Low and in, that ball rolls up the first base line, bouncing off Contreras mid. New ball thrown to the mound to Flaherty. Jack Flaherty, 27 years old, 6'4", 230 pounds, born in Burbank, California. Keibert Ruiz, 24 years old, from Venezuela, 8 home runs, 27 RBIs, a .240 batter. Switch hitter, batting left-handed. He swings and just fouls that off. Just nicked it. Contreras grabbed the ball as if that happened to be a swing and a miss, but a home plate umpire ruling, holding the arms up, said it was a foul ball. Mike Estabrook making the quick call. Candelario's the runner at third. Meneses doubled him over there. Good lead at second for Meneses. Flaherty leans against the rubber. The pitch clock down to 8. The runners lead at second and third. The pitch on the way. Strike 3 called. And Flaherty needed that. Ruiz is out looking.
I think he was looking for him to double up on that curveball because he'd had a bad swing at the pitch before, and Jack did not double up with it. He surprised him with the sinking fastball over the inside corner. 94 miles an hour from Jack, and that's about his velocity. Again, he'll add and subtract from time to time, but that was a big strikeout. If you can have a big strikeout in the first inning, that was one.
Corey Dickerson has been on the injured list, came back on the 15th of May. He swings and strokes it into right center for a hit. That's going to score 2. Nootbaar over in the gap makes a throw into second base as Candelario and Meneses score on the hit by former Cardinal Corey Dickerson. 3-0 Washington. Well, this is coming off a game against the Giants on Monday, where Jack allowed 6 earned runs on 10 hits. He walked 3, struck out 3, throwing 101 pitches. Here's a pitch that's taken for a strike on the outside corner as the Nationals' number 7 hitter Dominic Smith is up.
Bit of a mystery about the why of Jack Flaherty having troubles in the first couple innings of a game. It's not as if he's not working very hard in the bullpen, getting ready for a start. Ollie Marmol telling us that before the game.
Here's a foul out of play off to the left, 0-2 on Smith.
Said he's actually really meticulous about his work and very much prepared, and there's no lack of preparation in terms of looking at his warm-up. There's something about it that just takes him a while to get settled.
Flaherty takes a look to first base. Dickerson has a lead there. He doesn't go. The pitch is low and inside and bounces away from Contreras, who fires to first late. Dickerson is back in standing, and Contreras is having a terrible time trying to hold on to the ball today. The Cardinals are on the downside of a 3-0 game in the bottom of the first inning. And Flaherty is trying to get out of this inning here and now, facing the former Met, Dominic Smith. The left-handed batter takes over but low for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sun shining brightly on the field right now, but in the distance, some cloud cover. Looks like some rain in the distance. Dickerson a lead at first base. The pitch fouled off over to the Nationals dugout, and that broke his bat. Smith needs a new bat. So while he gets one, amp up your days with professional go-kart racing, laser tag, iRopes Ninja Course, and other action-packed adventures at St. Louis Amp Up Action Park. Visit ExploreSt.Louis.com where you can learn more. We're at Nationals Park in Washington, D.C., a lengthy bottom of the first inning, with the Nationals scoring 3 times on 4 hits, 2 doubles, 2 singles. Now the pitch. A swing, and this ball is stroked into right field. Newbar plays it on a hop. Dickerson's going for third. The throw over there, and the tag got him. Dickerson is thrown out by Newbar with a tag by Nolan Arenado. That helps. Smith gets credit for a single out of that one, and Newbar, by getting to the ball on a bounce and a strong throw to third, ends the bottom of the first inning, with the Nationals leading the Cardinals 3-0.
Imagine you're in the south of France in October when the temperature will be 70. Hi, it's Stevie J, and it's time to travel. Join Larry and Elena Canfer for their off-the-beaten path to the south of France and Italy, September 29th through October 9th. The south of France is noted for its Mediterranean lifestyle and unique artists like Van Gogh, Picasso, and Chagall. They'll go off the beaten path to explore picturesque villages and seaside towns. You'll enjoy delicious meals with the greatest olive oil and wine. Then you'll go east to Milan, the Italian city of design and fashion and Ferraris. Again, the trip leaves from Champaign September 29th and goes through October 9th, non-stop flights both ways. It's the south of France and Milan, Italy, with Larry and Elena Canfer. For complete details and to sign up, go to StevieJTravel.com. That's StevieJayTravel.com. Stevie J Travel. Where do you want to go?
BMW, Buick, GMC, Honda, and Subaru. Welcome to Sarah Champagne. We can handle all your car repairs on site, including paintless dent repair, bumpers, windshields, everything in between. We have an amazing selection of new or pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Shop from home and buy online or reserve your vehicle before it hits our website or dealership. Sarah Champagne is home of the Sarah One Price Promise, delivering an honest and transparent buying experience. Hurry in or shop online at sarahchampagne.com.
By now, you've all heard the expression, when you turn the key and the car won't run, call 367-9481 for PDR Automotive. They are what's best for your truck or car. They are PDR. But who are they? They, the PDR staff, understand that a name is only as good as the people that represent it. The PDR staff has more than 335 years of combined automotive experience, several employees now on staff for more than 25 years. PDR, more than just a name. Family owned and operated, now celebrating over 50 years in business.
A strike call to the Cardinal leadoff batter Nolan Arenado in the second inning with the Nationals up 3-0. A very fast first inning for Gray, who comes right back and throws strike 2. Arenado had the 2 home runs on Father's Day, and the Cardinals won 8-7 on his home run in the 9th inning off former Cardinal Adam Ottavino. There's a pitch outside, a slider for ball 1. 1-2, as Arenado is 2 for his last 14, and those were home runs in the game yesterday, those 2 hits. 8 for the last 29. He's trying to start something with Contreras on deck, and then Jordan Walker. A swing and a foul at home plate. Josiah Gray has a 13-17 career record with a 4.65 ERA. It's his 57th game. And start number 56. Against the Cardinals, he's 0-1, an 8.64 ERA. Today marks his 3rd start. He throws a slider outside, and Arenado is able to check in time. 2-2.
Good patience there for Nolan. 21 hits now allowed by Jack Flaherty in the first inning of games. He's not a guy that gives up a lot of hits typically overall.
Arenado takes a pitch low for a ball and a 3-2 count. Let's see if he can get on base here and get a run or 2 back.
In fact, Jack is 5th most of anybody in Major League Baseball. Miles Michaelis is 1st. He's given up 27 hits in the first inning, and Jack is 5th.
And here is ball 4 inside. Arenado gets on with the first walk allowed by Josiah Gray as we pause for a station ID on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Gray Bar.
You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.
Along with Ricky Horton, Mike Claiborne, our producer-engineer Jim Jackson, I'm John Rooney at Nationals Park in Washington, D.C. The pitch by Gray, that's a fastball that cuts the plate to Wilson Contreras. Contreras is 3 for his last 19 with a homer and RBI. He has been on with 3 walks and has scored 3 runs. The Cardinals need him to heat up the way he hit the ball right at the very start of the season. The infield is at double play depth. The pitch, Contreras backs away from an inside fastball.
He had back-to-back good at-bats in the Mets series, so maybe that's a sign of something. He had a home run and then had a sharp single the other way. So kind of the both and of what a batter wants to do to be dangerous.
The pitch to Contreras. He takes a breaking ball low. 38 home runs allowed last year by Gray. That covered 148 2/3 innings. So far, he's allowed 10 home runs in 80 innings in 2023. Gray takes a look to first base. Now the pitch. Here's a one-hopper to the shortstop. Throw to second, out onto first base, out. A double play. Arenado is out 6-4 at second. Contreras is out 6-4-3. So much for the leadoff walk. Book Club night is Thursday, June 29th, featuring New York Times best-selling author Emily Henry. Purchase a special theme ticket. Take home an exclusive T-shirt celebrating Emily Henry's new book release, and you'll also have access to a pregame book discussion. Tickets are available at cardinals.com/theme. Cardinals.com/theme. 2 outs for Jordan Walker, looking to extend an 11-game hitting streak. He had 2 opposite field home runs at Citi Field, and he drives a single up the middle. There's the first Cardinal hit. A 12-game hitting streak for Jordan Walker. He didn't waste any time.
No, he didn't. He's got such a nice, smooth, easy swing, too. He almost he swings a little bit like Brendan Donovan in terms of the way they finish their swing. They have both their hands on the bat and kind of guiding the ball in a very similar swing path. Of course, Walker has more raw power than Donovan has.
Now Gray will pitch to Nolan Gorman. Gorman's 0 for his last 19. Walker leads at first, and Gorman swings and fouls that one off the catcher Ruiz. The last start for Gray, a no-decision Wednesday at Houston. 4 earned runs, 6 hits in 7 innings. He allowed 2 home runs, hit a batter. Didn't walk anybody and struck out 5, throwing 95 pitches. He's working with a 3-0 lead as the Cardinals bat in the second. The pitch to Nolan Gorman, a swing and a miss.
12-game hitting streak is how Jordan Walker started his career.
And he has equaled that with a single up the middle, getting to 12 games today. Walker with a good lead. Dominic Smith is holding at first base, and they're playing Gorman to pull infield and outfield. The 2-strike pitch outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. For Gorman, 1 hit in the last 27 at-bats, with 4 walks and 14 strikeouts, covering 7 games. Widespread stance for Gorman. A look to first. Here's the pitch from Gray. Gorman swings and goes down on strikes. The Nats come up in the second, leading the Cardinals 3-0.
Believe it or not, most folks think that farms in Illinois are run by big, faceless corporations. Truth is, 96% of the farms are actually owned and operated by families. Yep, 96%. And we're 100% committed to bringing you the most sustainably grown, healthiest food anywhere. Illinois Family Farmers. We are the 96%. Learn more at wearethe96.org.
It's Adam Wainwright here, representing Community America Credit Union. Community America is the newest partner of the St. Louis Cardinals and my foundation, Big League Impact. And now, we're inviting you to become the newest member of our credit union. When you join Community America, you'll get a financial partner that gives back to the city you love. And Community America will give back to you, too. With our profit payout program, we share a portion of our annual profits with our members. Visit CommunityAmerica.com to become our newest member today.
Summer is the perfect time for creating family memories at Central Missouri's beautiful Lake of the Ozarks, voted the best recreational lake in the nation. Rent a boat and take the kids tubing, skiing, or wakeboarding. Count the smiles at the indoor and outdoor water park, or spend the day on the lake exploring 1,150 miles of scenic Ozark shoreline. Plan your summer getaway today and get a free Lake of the Ozarks vacation guide at funlake.com. Produced in cooperation with Visit Missouri.
Ready for a unique career in aerospace? We're creating an inclusive culture where all voices and ideas are heard. Our St. Louis team is hiring engineers and mechanics to help build and support fighter jets, trainers, and unmanned systems. U.S. security clearance is a plus. Visit Boeing.com/STL to learn how we can go further together. That's Boeing.com/STL. Boeing is an equal opportunity employer, including individuals with disabilities and protected veterans.
The Nationals put up 3 runs on 5 hits in the top of the first inning. Their first batter is their 8th-place hitter, Victor Robles. The center fielder takes ball 1 low on a fastball, sinking out of the strike zone. Flaherty with the windup and the 1-0 pitch. Check swing, ball 2, high and away. Back-to-back fastballs to Robles. Robles batting at .293. The pitch is fouled out of play off to the right.
This is a name that we've heard quite a bit, John, over the years. Victor Robles is a guy that was going to be a superstar for the Nationals, and he's been hanging around, but he just has not really caught fire yet.
An on-base percentage of .386, no home runs, 8 RBIs. He has walked 11 times, striking out 17. And here he sends one to right center field, right to Lars Nootbaar. Had him played well. 1 out.
He's got some action already, including a assist throwing out Corey Dickerson, former Cardinal, at third base. So he made the third out at third base, which we know is a Cardinal sin. Not supposed to do that, but it was a really good play on a ball that was short hopping Nootbaar in right field. And he just came up throwing all in one motion and threw it right on the money to Arenado.
Here's the pitch, and it's high and outside to C.J. Abrams, the former Padre farmhand. Only 22 years old, turned pro out of high school in Georgia. A left-handed batter, batting .215. 6 home runs, 31 driven in. Flaherty's pitch, strike called. Jack spotting the fastball on the outside corner and has been able to work ahead on fastballs to both Robles and Abrams. The outfielders play straight away, while Abrams looks at the infield, playing him to pull. A foul ball goes out of play, 1-2. Lane Thomas started the game for Washington with a double. He scored the first of 3 runs. Advanced on a wild pitch, crossed the plate on a sacrifice fly by Luis Garcia. Candelario got a base hit. Meneses doubled him to third, and then a 2-run single by Dickerson. Here's a ball in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cloud cover now over the ballpark here in Washington, D.C. Wind picking up a little bit, blowing from right to left field. 86 degrees at first pitch. The 2-2 pitch, hit hard, right field, base hit. Abrams gets on. The 6th hit off Flaherty.
Well, 6th hit plus Robles hit the ball hard, and the sacrifice fly was hit decently. So really it was just the strikeout of Keibert Ruiz. That's the only thing that has really gone Jack's way so far, first time through the lineup.
Lane Thomas has grounded into 2 double plays, but he has been good at getting the ball in the air this year. Good enough for 18 doubles, 2 triples, 11 home runs, and 35 RBIs. And he takes a cutter outside for a ball. Lane Thomas turned pro out of high school in Knoxville, Tennessee, 27 years old, the former Cardinal. Thomas holds the bat down on the knob. The Nats leadoff batter has a man on, Abrams. There's a swing and a drive. That's hit well. Left field toward the corner, and the ball hits down beyond the reach of Donovan. Bouncing off the wall. Abrams makes third on a double by Lane Thomas. His second double today, and the third double in the game for the Nationals.
I actually thought that ball might get out of the park. I thought he hit that really well, but the wind was blowing in a little bit. It's now shifting more towards the actual foul pole in left field, but Donovan gave it a good effort. This is a pretty big outfield to have to cover here in Washington, and just couldn't get there into that corner. Well placed by Thomas, and more stress for Jack.
A lot more stress for Flaherty with Luis Garcia up. The Cardinals play the infield in, right at the edge of the grass at third. Arenado, the other infielder, is a little better than halfway in. The pitch by Flaherty is swung on and slapped foul out of play. And the game brought to you by Budweiser, official beer sponsor of Major League Baseball. Crack open the game with Budweiser and enjoy unrivaled flavor and refreshment. We're in the bottom of the second inning. The Nationals already have a 3-0 lead. They have runners at second and third with one out. Garcia takes a pitch low, smothered by Contreras, and Contreras will throw a new ball to the mound. 1 ball, 1 strike. Garcia has 5 sacrifice flies, including his RBI fly ball in the first inning. Over at third, Abrams. Thomas, a good runner at second. The pitch is fouled off at home plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's another area where Flaherty could use a strikeout.
Feels like Jack is in a prize fight here, and the first 2 rounds have just not gone his way. He was just getting a lot of haymakers in the first inning, getting some body blows here in the second inning. You just have to find a way to just keep standing and keep staying in the fight.
Pitch number 43 for Flaherty. There's a swing and a hit to left center field. That's in the gap. 1 run crosses with Abrams. Here comes Lane Thomas. The throw goes into second, and the runner is safe at second base. Garcia went sliding past the bag, and Gorman went to put the tag on him, and the call by Eric Bacchus at second is safe. And the Cardinals want that challenge.
Well, the throw definitely beat Garcia at second base. The question is, was he able to avoid the tag of Gorman?
St. Louis is challenging the safe call at second base.
As it is, it's called a double now with 2 runs batted in. They won't take a runner 2 away in the RBIs, but could be an out at second base. What do you think after looking at it, Ricky?
Well, I thought he was safe initially because I thought, oh no, I think he got him. I think he got him on the shoulder, and the question is, was his hand on the bag? But I think I thought he went past him the first time, and he dove back on him again, John, which may. I think you kind of just keep doing that.
The call is overturned.
Yeah.
The runner's out. St. Louis will change their challenge.
So I thought he missed him the first time because he went back to tag him again. But, you still do that now. You just don't take anything for granted. So 2 outfield assists are keeping Jack in this game.
So Brendan Donovan was able to make the throw in for Gorman. 7-4 on the out at second base, and a pitch taken low for a ball here by Jeimer Candelario. Switch hitting infielder, batting left-handed. So no double there, just a single. And this ball is fouled back. 1 ball and 1 strike on Candelario.
Boy, a lot of good swings right now against Jack.
Five runs on 8 hits. 5-0 Washington. The pitch. There's a line drive, center field. Tommy Edman dives. He makes the catch. Unbelievable play for Tommy Edman. If that one shoots by him, that could have been an inside the park home run. But he left his feet, helped his pitcher, and we're going to the third. Ricky will tell you about it. The Nationals have built a 5-0 lead.
When the game goes into overtime. But the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Pick up Bud Light at your local convenience store today. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Feel the magic with the official St. Louis Cardinals credit card from Central Bank. From tickets to throwing out the first pitch, your St. Louis Cardinals credit card earns rewards for one-of-a-kind experiences. Your no annual fee card earns you double reward points at the stadium and at Cardinals.com. Central Bank, the hometown bank of the St. Louis Cardinals, and now offering the official St. Louis Cardinals credit card. Visit CardinalsCredit.com or any Central Bank location to sign up. Subject to credit approval, see bank for details.
Cardinals fans have had plenty of heart-pounding moments over the years. That's why Bayer Aspirin is showing up for Cards fans who put their whole heart into their fandom as the official sponsor of Fans' Hearts. Sports stress is real. In fact, heart attack risk can more than double when the home team plays. Bayer Aspirin is encouraging Cards fans to take steps to keep their heart healthy, starting with a free cardiovascular risk assessment at checkyourheartrisk.com. Bayer Aspirin, official sponsor of Fans' Hearts. Visit checkyourheartrisk.com today.
This is Cardinals broadcaster John Rooney. From the first trip your 16-year-old takes to a ball game to the last time you help your dad get tickets behind home plate, Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance is here for all of life's wins, like when you get a new car or a new home or that boat you've worked for all these years, or when your daughter moves out but your mom moves in. Make sure you have the right policy for each of life's wins.
Shortstop Paul DeYoung takes strike one on the inside corner. Paulie D has a 4-game hitting streak. He's leading off here in the top of the third inning. Cardinals trailing big early, 5-0 against Josiah Gray, who misses outside with his cutter, 1-1. He throws both a cutter and a slider, and the result is almost the same. We've been told that they look almost exactly the same. The miles per hour, not much difference, so sometimes hard to tell the difference between the two. He's also been throwing a sweeper. There's that ball hit into center field. That's a hit for DeYoung, who's now hit in 5 straight games. Base hit to straightaway center field, and the Cardinals have a leadoff runner on for the second straight inning, and Tommy Edman will bat. On the Run is serious about our hometown team. How serious? When the Cardinals score 6, drinks are just 60 cents the next day at participating locations, because On the Run is always St. Louis serious. Tommy batting from the left side against the right-hander Gray. So he is batting left-handed this time. Didn't do that much in New York. And the first pitch to him is outside. He walked 3 times in the final game of the series with New York. And that's something Tommy's only done one other time in his career. He's always been a guy that is kind of low on the walks. That was always the kind of the rub on him when he was a leadoff hitter. He can hit, but he wouldn't get the on-base percentage up. But 3 walks in the last game, and he is quickly 2-0 as Gray misses outside. Tommy scored once, stole a base in the 8-7 Cardinal victory yesterday. Cardinals have won 2 straight, but they are trailing here. Nats have lost 8 of their last 10. Holding DeYoung on at first base, and the pitch to Tommy, and that's a called strike. That one catches the outside corner, 2-1. Tommy hitting .233, 7 homers, 26 RBIs. The OPS at 700. He'd like it to be better than that. And I think it will be before it's over. Next pitch is swung on and missed. Late on that delivery from Gray. No decision his last time out, Gray, against the Astros. He did not walk a batter in that game and struck out 5. He's already walked 1. That was Arenado, and he's already struck out 3. 2-2 the count to Tommy Edman. And the Nationals hoping for another double play. They got 1 last inning. Gray set at the belt. Looks over his shoulder now again and delivers home. There's a fly ball down the left field line. That's slicing foul. And that is up against the screen down the left field line. 8 hits already for the Nationals through 2 innings. 5 runs on 8 hits. The Cardinals have a couple of hits looking for their first run. They play Tommy to pull on the infield. Give him left center. Next pitch is hit towards center, and that's hit sharply, and Robles started in. Now he's going back. He leaps up, and he can't catch it. It's off his glove. And rounding third and heading home is Paul DeYoung, and right behind him at third base is Tommy Edman. He was about 5 steps behind him, and Tommy Edman ends up with a triple, scoring Paul DeYoung, and the Cardinals are on the board. It's 5-1. Robles took a bad route on that one. He came in. He has great speed, so he was able to catch up to it, and when he jumped up to try to catch it, the ball hit off his glove. And I'm sure they'll rule that a triple. And I am told by Jim Jackson, who celebrated his birthday yesterday, we don't have to be nice to him 2 days in a row, do we? Well, maybe I will. Takes good care of us. He tells me that they did rule it a triple. And now we're just waiting for Robles to catch his breath in center field. I think he may have knocked some wind out on that dive. So he's now ready. And the man at the plate is ready. That's Brendan Donovan, who has a 7-game hitting streak. He struck out his first time. He's 3 for 6 in his career against Josiah Gray. Infield is back. Got to pick up at least one more this inning. There's a swing and a foul. Got to pick up at least one, but you'd like more than that. Runner at third, nobody out. A lot of ways to do that. Balk, pass ball, wild pitch, base hit, home run, error, ground out, fly out, sacrifice fly. You name it. 1-1 the count on Donovan. So a lot in the favor of the Cardinals, at least inching closer here as we play in the top of the third inning. As John mentioned, kind of a sparse crowd here in Washington. The 1-1 pitch to Donnie is low, 2-1. Monday afternoon baseball. The 2-1 delivery is a loop towards left field. That could drop for a hit. Coming in is the left fielder, and he makes the play. That is Corey Dickerson, and not able to score from third on the fly out to left is Tommy Edman. He goes back to the bag, so Donovan flies out. Dickerson makes the play. Dickerson has had a Gold Glove in his career. He was not a Gold Glover with the Cardinals, and he would tell you that. But he does have a Gold Glove, and throwing wasn't great as a Cardinal, but he's been around the game a long time. He can still hit, and he has hit in this game. He's got 2 RBIs off of Flaherty. That came in the first inning. So it's Goldschmidt at the plate, and he takes ball 1. And again, the infield is back, so again, a good opportunity for the Cardinals to get Tommy Edman in. Have to do it. Have to do it. 1-0 pitch coming up to the MVP from a season ago, and he lines that up the middle for a base hit. He drives in Tommy Edman, and it's now 5-2 Nationals as Paul Goldschmidt drives in his 36th RBI of the year with a base hit to center field. Well struck. And the booing you're hearing is not booing, it's Nootbaar. Yes, he's back. Barr struck out in the first inning. He is back today after getting in very late from Jacksonville, where he's playing with AAA Memphis. A couple of games on the rehab assignment there. And the first pitch to Newt is fouled back. And he had connection issues, which is, well, everybody knows that story by now, how hard that can be. And he was dealing with that coming up from AAA to the big leagues.
They never lose any bags.
Well, I think it was a flight delay, I think. And it may have been weather related. And they couldn't find his bag for a bit, I'm told, as the pitch is low. But his
equipment bag was the very last one off the plane.
They got that rectified, yes. Found it. And it's not as if you charter a plane for one guy getting called back up to the big leagues. He's important, but they're not going to do that. So you live with it, and he didn't get in till early this morning. Pitch is low to Nootbaar, 2-1. And so a short night's sleep for him, but he's back out in right field in the big leagues, has an assist already. He's been active defensively. I'd like to see him keep this line moving here in the third inning, where the Cardinals have scored a couple of runs against Josiah Gray. Goldie is the runner at first base. And the pitch to Nootbaar is hit sharply. Oh, it's caught by the first baseman. Oh, my goodness. Nice play by Smith, ranging to his right. He's able to double up Paul Goldschmidt on that line drive, and Nootbaar came very close to doubling into the corner, but it's not to be. The Cardinals pick up 2 runs on 3 hits in the inning. We go to the bottom of the third, 5-2 Washington.
Looking to eat healthier and buy locally? Savannah Ridge Farms in Indianola, Illinois has been expanding their yak herd for nearly 2 years, offering local farm-to-table meat containing absolutely no antibiotics, no hormones, or steroids. Savannah Ridge Farms is raising 100% all-natural yaks that feed on organic grass and hay in chemical-free open land. Yak meat is one of the best sources of protein and is nearly 100% fat-free. So if you want healthy, nutrient-dense, vitamin-packed red meat without the worry of how it got to your plate, visit SavannahRidgeFarms.com and check out their Facebook page. Look for Savannah Ridge Farms at Urbana's Market at the Square on Saturdays. They deliver to Champaign and Vermilion counties, and you can also pick them up at their farm. Visit SavannahRidgeFarms.com for incredibly healthy yak meat. SavannahRidgeFarms.com.
Hi, I'm Tyler Weaver, president of Carpet Weavers Flooring and Furniture Gallery. It's time to come home to Carpet Weavers. We don't want you to just like your new floors. We want you to love them. From waterproof floors and carpet to furnitures and design advice, we've got a team of experts on your side. We'll get you the best price and the best quality products. And complete your home with furniture and accessories. Buy it all with free financing too. Come home to Carpet Weavers, where floors, furniture, and family meet.
Let Max Twin City Recycling pay you for your junk metal items. As the weather begins to heat up, now is a great time to put cash in your pocket for the steel, copper, brass, and aluminum items you've been meaning to get rid of. We've recently added a large concrete pad to make unloading quicker and cleaner for our customers. Visit us on North Lincoln Avenue, just north of I-74, or at maxrecycling.com.
Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
Slider catches the outside corner, delivered by Jack Flaherty. Strike 1 to Joey Meneses, who is leading off and DHing for the Nationals here tonight. And the next delivery is low for a ball, 1-1. Meneses had a double, and he scored a run in the first inning. The Nats have been swinging the bat today. The Cardinals picked up 2 runs in the top half of this inning to make it a little closer. And we'll see if Jack can shut the door here. Fastball inside corner, well placed, 1-2. On Meneses, who's batting .303. The home runs haven't come yet this year. In fact, the Nationals just don't hit a lot of home runs. Next pitch is a called strike 3. Caught him looking. And he just really carved him up that time. And before Keibert Ruiz bats, let's pause for station identification. This is the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Graybar.
You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.
Keibert Ruiz takes outside ball 1. He is the catcher, and he struck out looking his first time. One of 2 strikeout victims of Jack Flaherty, who's into the windup and the 1-0 delivery. Is swung on and missed. He threw him a curveball there, the knuckle curve, and way out in front. Ruiz takes his bat and slams it against his own helmet, which is not recommended. Or either the bat or the helmet or the head that's inside it. But he did it lightly, just to remind himself, don't swing at a pitch like that. Well, we'll see if it helps him. Might give him a headache, too. There's a hard hit ball to center field, and it's going to be handled by Tommy Edman, who drifts back and makes the play. And that's out number 2. And Tommy's played a good center field. He made a great play to end the second inning on a line drive by Candelario. Graybar is your electrical and datacom distributor, helping to provide, connect, or maintain your operations. Yep, Graybar does that.
Even though the Cardinals are down by 3 right now, Ricky, with the way they came out swinging and put up 2 runs, and it was a hard hit ball that turned into a double play, I still like the chances. It's so early in the game.
I agree. They looked really good. I like the response. There's a pitch low. And back to my prize fight analogy, it's as if they won round 3. Or at least they're winning round 3. They've delivered some good punches at the first part of the round. And a swing and a foul back. Well, you don't have to have a subjective judge's card at the end when it comes to this sport. All you have to do is look at the run column at the end of the fight to know who wins it. One of the things I like about baseball, there's a pitch that's low and away, and you can get there a lot of different ways. You can score runs and via the home run. You can do it small ball. You can just flat out hit, and that's what the Nationals have done today. The 2-1 pitch is raked foul by Corey Dickerson, who singled and drove in 2 in that first inning. A 3-run first, 2 in the second. Jack 1 pitch away from winning round 3. Dickerson asked for time, and it's granted. 100 home runs for the Cardinals this year. 100. And they got there with 4 home runs yesterday to that even 100. The Nationals have 54. 2-2 pitch is raked on the ground to the right side. Gobbling it up is Nolan Gorman. He throws over to Goldie. And a 1-2-3 inning for Jack, who's now retired 4 straight. And that sends us to the top of the 4th inning. So Jack does win round 3, and it's 5-2 Nationals.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance.
See Shelter Agent Chris Clayton in Charleston and get a free insurance review.
A caring man took a walk. He saw people suffering. Anxiety ran high. Hatred rose. I'll prepare a feast and bring them together, he thought. But some refused to join him. He was heartbroken because he wanted everyone to be filled. Not with food and wine, but with compassion.
Jesus welcomed all to the table. Visit HeGetsUs.com to learn more.
Hey, Ameren, Illinois energy savings expert Matt Minster here with an Energy Pop quiz. True or false? Switching to smart bulbs, plugs, and thermostats can reduce your energy footprint. That's right, and the savings won't stop there. Smart devices also save you time, so you can dedicate more to things that matter, like fetch with the dog, or finishing that DIY project. So be smart. Visit AmerenIllinois.com/savingsmadeeasy for more energy savings tips.
It's another MVP showdown at Busch Stadium on June 30th, July 1st, and 2nd when the New York Yankees come to town. The 2022 MVP Aaron Judge, former Redbird Harrison Bader, and the New York Yankees visit St. Louis for an MVP matchup against Goldie, Arenado, and the Cardinals. Baseball's most storied franchises go head-to-head to kick off your holiday weekend, and you don't want to miss it. Great seats remain. Get your tickets today at Cardinals.com.
This is Nolan Arenado. Don't miss a legendary moment at Busch Stadium.
It is time for round 4 as the Cardinals are trailing the Nats 5-2, and it's Nolan Arenado leading off the top of the 4th inning. First pitch is grounded to the left side, and that's gobbled up by the shortstop Abrams, who throws out Arenado for a quick out here in the 4th inning. So it's Gray and Flaherty, the starting pitchers, and so far Gray has the best of Jack, who's given up those 5 runs. He Gets Us simply shares examples of the unconditional and transformational love of Jesus. Learn how his story can be a positive influence in our world and why the life of a man who lived 2,000 years ago still matters today. Visit HeGetsUs.com. First pitch is swung on and missed by Contreras, who couldn't hold up. He bounced into a double play his first time, and he is hitting right at 200. And we all know he's a better hitter than that. A lot floating around in his head this year, that's for sure. And he hits that ball a ton, but foul down the left field line. And that had, maybe home run distance. Can't quite figure out the wind. It was blowing in for a while, it was blowing out for a while. Now it's just kind of not doing a whole lot of anything other than maybe slightly from right to left. The 0-2 pitch is way outside, 1-2. Cardinals just need to keep pecking away at this 5-2 lead. Jack settled down, had a good third inning. And the next delivery to Contreras is outside. Ruiz wanted that. It looked like he pulled that slider just off the plate a little bit. 2-2. Again, Gray's numbers with the slider are very, very good. The 2-2 pitch is fouled back. Contreras had a good hack at that. Mike Estabrook, our home plate umpire. Not much complaints in his direction so far. You always want that when you're umpiring. Kind of just blend into the scenery a little bit. The 2-2 delivery is hit down the right field line, but that's slicing foul. That's right over the ball person's head. Wisely kind of getting out of the way and making sure that that was a foul ball first. Now the ball is retrieved by the right fielder, Lane Thomas. Glad to see Lane Thomas healthy again. When he was with the Cardinals post-COVID, he was just not right. COVID hit him hard. The 2-2 pitch was outside. He wasn't terribly ill, but he had some of the brain fog and was trying to play baseball with it and was not a very good outfielder, but he is a good outfielder. He was just affected. Payoff pitch coming up to Contreras, and that's fouled straight back. Got a fastball he could handle and just missed it. Again, only one walk so far for Josiah Gray. Dave Martinez is the manager of this Nationals team. The 3-2 pitch is fouled off again over Martinez's head and into the stands behind the first base dugout. That's where the Nationals are. The Cardinals are in the third base dugout. And the bullpens are out in right field and in left center field. Another 3-2 pitch coming up, and a swing and a miss this time. He couldn't catch up to that fastball. And that is strikeout number 4 for Josiah Gray. So if the Cardinals are going to add something here in round number 4, it's going to have to be Jordan Walker providing that offense, or at least getting it going. He had a single his first time up. Very aggressively swinging at that first pitch, and that pitch is inside, ball 1. But last time he went right after it, extended his hitting streak to a nice round number of 12, which is what he started out his career with, a 12-game hitting streak. So he's just matched that. Next delivery is a called strike on the outside corner, 1-1. And we mentioned yesterday that there have been 3 Cardinals, 21 years of age or younger, that have had more than one 10-game hitting streak over the course of the same season. Only 3 guys. There's a ball hit into right center field, and that's going to drop for a hit. Thomas runs it down, and another hit the other way for Jordan Walker, who's 2 for 2 in this game. So the 3 Cardinals who have had 2 10 or more game hitting streaks in the course of their rookie season at 21 or younger, Rogers Hornsby. And look at his numbers one time. Just Google Rogers Hornsby. My goodness, was he good. And then Albert Pujols would be the other. And now Jordan Walker.
I see where Jordan's good friend Mason Wynn had a 4-hit game yesterday for Memphis.
How about that? He certainly figured some things out. And the first pitch is taken high by Nolan Gorman. So I like Gorman hitting in the 7th spot, by the way. I think for now, just to take a little pressure off of him, all the strikeouts that he's had 80 of them now in total. You mentioned what he's done in the last week or so, averaging a couple of strikeouts a game, but he's still dangerous. He can still get you 2 runs with 1 swing here, and the pitch to Gorman is a called strike on the outside corner. 95 miles an hour from Gray, who can get it up there, and what pitcher can't these days? Walker takes his lead. I don't think he's going here, not with this situation. And the pitch to Gorman is outside, 2-1. Jordan Walker still learning this game. He is a very smart young man. And that's what he is. He's a young man. And he's going to pick it up, but you don't have experience you don't have. As the pitch is outside. Didn't I say that once?
You just said it.
Well, I probably said it twice now.
Bo Jackson, who had the hip replacement and came back to play baseball, at the time he was injured and he got hurt playing football, but he was still learning baseball.
Right.
And he was really, really good at it for what he knew.
3-1 pitch is a slider, and he made a good pitch there down in the count to send the count to full with Walker now off with the pitch. And, you find some players that, they played other sports. Jordan Walker did play a lot of baseball. He also played basketball. Loved that. But you think about Larry Walker and others who played hockey. They just had to learn the game. There goes Walker, and the pitch is hit high in the air to right field towards the line. And it is going to be caught by Lane Thomas for out number 3. The Cardinals strand a runner. They're second. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning, 5-2 Washington.
Cardinals Kids Clinic registration is now open. It's time to register your son or daughter, ages 7 to 13, for an unforgettable experience. Cardinals Kids Clinics will be taking place throughout Redbird Nation this summer. Participants will receive small group instruction on throwing, hitting, fielding, and base running from Cardinals alumni, and take home a Cardinals ticket voucher, t-shirt, player autographs, and more. Scheduled special guests include Brendan Donovan and Ryan Helsley. Don't wait. Register now at cardinals.com/clinics.
St. Louis is a city always thirsty for more. Like more fall off the bone St. Louis barbecue.
Give me the full slap.
More ways to escape St. Louis humidity. And definitely more runs from the Cardinals. At On the Run, we're serious about quenching St. Louis's thirst for more. So when the Cards score 6 or more, drinks are just 60 cents the next day at participating locations. On the Run, your 60-cent drinks after the Cards score 6 store all season long.
There's a certain magic here in Cardinals Nation. Can you feel it? Central Bank is the hometown bank of the St. Louis Cardinals. Sign up for Cardinals checking with Central Bank and get a 2013 League Champions jersey and 2-game tickets. See bank for details, member FDIC.
Hit it out of the park this baseball season at DraftKings at Casino Queen. Book DraftKings at Casino Queen's Stay and Play Cardinals Hotel Package. This Grand Slam bundle includes 1-night hotel stay, 10% off casino dining, 2 St. Louis Cardinals tickets, and free shuttle service to the game, starting at just $159. Call 618-874-5000 to book today. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Based on availability, restrictions apply.
1 in 4 car batteries is weak and needs to be replaced. Let our professional parts people test your battery for free at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Bottom of the order, due up for the Nationals is facing Jack Flaherty, and it's strike 1 to Dominic Smith, who singled his first time. And on that single, Corey Dickerson was thrown out at third. On another single, Luis Garcia was thrown out at second, trying to stretch it into a double. So 2 outfield assists for the Cardinals have really kept them in this game. Curveball misses low, 1-1. Flaherty has given up 8 hits through the first 3 innings, but he did have a 1-2-3 bottom of the 3rd inning. The wind and the pitch by Flaherty is popped up but foul over the Cardinals dugout, and that will be a souvenir on Juneteenth. June 19th, and we just had the President's Race, which is kind of a fixture here in Nationals Park, and Abraham Lincoln won, and we think the fix was in on that. The 1-2 pitch is stroked right to the Cardinals second baseman Gorman for out number 1. I mean, that makes sense, doesn't it? You've got the president that issued the Emancipation Proclamation, and on Juneteenth he would be the guy that would win the race, and that's what happened.
Well, Teddy Roosevelt wasn't going to win. We know that.
No, he never wins here.
I think he's won, once in all those years?
Poor Teddy. Gets a lot of support here, though, a lot of empathy. There's a ground ball. Oh, fair past Arenado down the left field line. That's the third time that the Nationals have hit a ball inside that third base bag. This time it's Victor Robles who gets a double. They're wearing out that part of the field, aren't they?
They are.
So a runner in scoring position for the Nationals, and that breaks a string of 5 straight retired by Jack, and he will face C.J. Abrams, and he fires that baseball into the Cardinals dugout. He's not happy about that. Life is full of moments that matter, and Edward Jones, financial advisor, can make sure you're ready for whatever your next moment may be. Life is for living. Learn more at edwardjones.com. C.J. Abrams had a base hit and later scored in the second inning, and he hits that one right to Goldschmidt. He's got it, and they get Robles off of second base, so that's a double play. And $100 for Cardinals Care thanks to our friends at Wells Fargo Advisors. That was a mistake on the bases by Robles, and a good play by Paul Goldschmidt, and big help for Jack Flaherty, and that is the end of round 4. That means that we will be going to the 5th round, and John Rooney will have it for you. He'll have the play-by-play, the voice of the Cardinals, as they trail Washington 5-2.
When you know you've got a problem and something's bugging you, call on American Pest Control and take control. You be wise, Americanized. Call on American Pest Control. That's how you get back in control. Call American Pest Control. American Pest Control. No more bugs to bug you. Take control.
Kids may love bugs, but we don't. It's time now for a no-obligation termite inspection. American Pest Control has now installed the Centricon Termite Colony Elimination System to over 6,000 homes right here in central Illinois. The Centricon system provides complete colony elimination. Make sure your home is protected. Get their home before they get yours.
Call American Pest Control. American Pest Control. No more bugs to bug you. Take control.
At Busey Bank, we're proud to serve our local community through financial guidance and community investment. Offering sound advice and actionable insight, Busey builds financial strength, supports homeownership dreams, and offers customized lending strategies, connecting with our neighbors to build stronger communities. Busey Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC. Proud to be the official bank of the Fighting Illini.
If you're looking for a pre-owned car, truck, or van, look no further than Sarah Champagne. You know them for their 5 incredible vehicle brands, the BMW, Honda, Subaru, Buick, and GMC. But did you know they also have over 100 used cars, trucks, and vans in stock right now? And at Sarah Champagne, they will take care of you. You can trust them. And prices begin at under $2,000. Stop by Sarah Champagne. They're Burwash and Savoy, or go online. SarahChampagne.com. That's Sarah, S-E-R-R-A, Champagne.com.
Visit HeGetsUs.com to learn more.
Paul DeYoung swings and hits it fair inside the third base bag down the left field line. Closing in on it, Corey Dickerson. He's not going to throw out DeYoung at second. The throw goes to third. And it was DeYoung who started the 2-run rally for the Cardinals in the third inning. Let's hope the line can get moving here off DeYoung's second hit of the day.
Must be some kind of magnet over there just inside that third base bag. It's attracting the baseball to just inside that corner. We've had, 4 balls
Four
hit
of those
there already, and that's the first time the Cardinals have hit one.
The 6th double for Paul DeYoung. Now Tommy Edman. Edman tripled off Victor Robles' glove in center field in the third inning. DeYoung takes a lead. Gray with the pitch. Tommy swings and fouls it straight back. The Cardinals Care London Series 50-50 rollover raffle, presented by DraftKings at Casino Queen, is happening now. One lucky winner will take 50% of the jackpot. Purchase tickets by June 23rd for your chance to win an autographed Adam Wainwright London bobblehead. Visit Cardinals.com/5050 to get your tickets. The pitch by Gray. A strike on the inside corner. 0-2 on Tommy Edman. Edman has nailed down center field for the Cardinals.
How about that play he made earlier?
What a diving catch that put a stop to the second inning when 2 runs scored to make it 5-0 at the time. 5-2 Nationals right now with DeYoung at second base, nobody out. The 0-2 pitch for Edman. A swing and a line drive foul into the seats down the right field line.
Nationals have swung the bat here big time in this game. There's no denying that, but they have hurt themselves on the bases. They have been caught 3 different times on the bases, 1 being doubled up on a line drive and 2 trying to advance, and those are 3 outs that you just can't get them back.
The Cardinals have grounded into a double play and lined into a double play. The pitch, Tommy takes a little bit low. 1-2 on Edman. The line drive double play by Nootbaar, there really wasn't anything Goldschmidt could do about it.
No.
He was caught off first base when Nootbaar lined out to Dominic Smith. Tommy waiting patiently in the left-handed batter's box. With the pitch clock winding down, now time is taken. A disengagement by the pitcher, Josiah Gray. He can do that with a runner on second base. With the pitch clock down to 3, Gray pitches outside. 2-2. That's a Gray area there.
It is. It is a Josiah Gray area.
Josiah Gray, a 4-5 record, 3.19 ERA. The pitch. A swing, and this is popped up behind home plate. There won't be a play for Ruiz. The catcher watches it go over the screen and fall for a souvenir here at Nationals Park in Washington, D.C., where the home team has a 3-run lead. But the Cardinals got a lead double by Paul DeJong.
We do wonder whether baseball will make any kind of tweaks to the way the new rules have been, and maybe give a little more for the pitchers to have ability to call timeouts or get a disengagement without runners on, as an example. But I think most people are just happy the way the rules have worked out in general.
Now the pitch. A swing and a line drive right center field. That ball is going to get down for a hit. Over to third base. DeJong, he had to make sure Thomas couldn't catch it. Thomas made it play on a bounce. And Tommy Edman is 2 for 2. First and third, nobody out for Brendan Donovan.
That was a safety first running play by Paul DeJong, who wasn't convinced in his mind that that ball wasn't going to be caught and didn't want to be wrong. And at the last second, Thomas kind of pulled up and did not go into the dive, but it was kind of in between for Paul. So I think he made the right choice there, not taking off right away, but got to get him in.
Gray's pitch is taken high by Brendan Donovan. Donovan has hit safely in 7 straight, 0 for 2 today, but 12 out of his last 34, with 5 runs scored and 2 RBIs. He'd like to get the ball in the air and close the gap to 2 runs. Or hit a line drive somewhere and let Tommy Edman take off at first. Tommy draws a throw. He's back in without a tag by Dominic Smith. 5-2 in favor of the Nationals, and the Cardinals, the bottom part of the order, 8 and 9, 4 for 4. Single, triple, double, single. Young takes his lead in foul territory. From the stretch, the pitch. Donovan swings, and it's a high fly ball. That's hit to deep right. It might go. It's a gunner. Brendan Donovan muscles up for home run number 7. A 3-run homer in the 5th inning. And the Cardinals have inched their way right back in this one, haven't they? A 3-run shot tying the game at 5.
Well, that's where the power helps. Home run number 101 for the Cardinals. You get 3 runs with 1 swing of the bat. Donovan is now hit in 8 straight games, and he picks up 3 huge RBIs here in the 5th inning, and we've got a new ballgame.
Boy, a double, a single, and then Donovan got one he could muscle. 5-5. The pitch outside for Paul Goldschmidt. That home run is the 11th given up for Gray, who allowed 38 last year. The Cardinals have come all the way back. The pitch, a swing and a foul at home plate.
There's an old saying in baseball that home runs are rally killers. And what's meant by that is the pressure is now kind of off the pitcher. He gave up 3 runs, so that's certainly kind of one kind of pressure. But there's nobody on base, and now you got to kind of rebuild, and that's the whole point about it being a rally killer. You don't have that base runner diverting the attention of the pitcher. And but one way to get that rally back going again is next guy get on base.
Paul Goldschmidt takes a slider for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I think we can attest to the fact that some games have actually felt like that. I mean, yes, you want the home run. Of course you want the home run.
Here's the windup and the 1-2 pitch. Goldschmidt lays off a slider in the dirt, 2-2. But when you're trying to come back in a game in the 8th or the 9th and you get the home run and you're still down by a run, it seems like that run is 10 runs away.
100%.
2-2 on Goldie. Nobody out. Nootbaar's up next. The pitch. Goldschmidt fouls it back to the screen. The pitch count is getting high for Josiah Gray. He's up to 86 right now. The Cardinals and the Nationals are tied at 5. We're in the top of the 5th. The pitch. A swing, and there's a long drive. Left field. It's going to leave the yard. Home run, Goldie. Back to back with Donovan. 6-5 Cardinals. And I smell the coffee brewing. Drinks are just 60 cents tomorrow at participating on-the-run locations. Grab one and pair it with some fresh food made in STL, because On the Run is St. Louis serious.
And there he goes, killing the rally again, John.
Didn't he, though?
We're okay with that, though, right?
Yeah, well, let's hope Nootbaar kills another one. And a very slow walk out to the mound by the pitching coach for the Washington Nationals, Jim Hickey. Goldschmidt was able to lay off a low outside slider when he got to strike 2, and then he got a pitch he liked. Home run number 7 for Donovan, number 13 for Goldschmidt. The Cardinals have 4 hits, 4 batters up, 4 batters on, 4 batters in the 5th inning to take the lead.
Well, this is the Cardinals offense that Ali and also Turner Ward and, of course, Brandon Allen, the assistant hitting coach. This is the offense that the Cardinals envision, a power offense. We saw it in spring training. In fact, the Nationals saw it in spring training.
Now the pitch for Lars Nootbaar, who hit 2 home runs at the AAA level and a rehab assignment yesterday. He takes ball 1 outside. And the Nationals get busy in the bullpen with a right-hander warming up. Josiah Gray into the wind and the pitch. A fastball at the knees, 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's Jordan Weems, and anytime the Nationals in this series get a pitcher warming up, he will always be a right-hander, as they have 8 right-handed pitchers in their bullpen, 0 lefties.
Here's Gray with the sidestep, the kick, the 1-1 pitch. That's fouled back and out of play. The Nationals went ahead 3-0 after 1, 5-0 after 2. The Cardinals got on the board with 2 in the 3rd. And the rally was started by Paul DeJong each time. The 2-run 3rd inning and the 4-run 5th inning. DeJong is halfway to the cycle with a single and a double. Tommy Edman is halfway to the cycle with a triple and a single. A check swing, and on the appeal at 3rd, no swing for Lars Nootbaar, 2-2.
And you know Jack Flaherty appreciates the support that his teammates are giving him right here. It has not been, well, it's not been a good game for Jack. 5 runs on 9 hits.
But not yet. He still has time to finish it off strongly.
Yes, he does.
The 2-2 pitch, Nootbaar, he swings and goes down on strikes. The first out in the 5th inning. And the strikeout is the 5th for Gray. Nolan Arenado is coming up. Let's pause for station identification here on the Cardinals Network, powered by Graybar.
You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.
Here's a foul ball off to the left by Nolan Arenado. 1 strike with 1 out, 4 runs in for the Cardinals, who lead 6-5 in the 5th inning here in Washington, D.C. Jim Jackson is our producer-engineer. Along with Ricky Horton, Mike Claiborne, I'm John Rooney. Matt Pajeski is in the St. Louis studio. The pitch by Gray. A slider and a lot of give to the left side for Nolan Arenado. However, the pitch is inside for a ball. The outfielders play extremely deep. Corey Dickerson in left, Robles in center, Thomas in right. The pitch for Arenado, and that's a slider that cuts the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Jack Flaherty and the Cardinals have a 1-run lead. The hits are even at 9. Now the pitch. Arenado swings and he strikes out. Back-to-back home runs, then back-to-back strikeouts. Home runs by Donovan and Goldschmidt. And here's Wilson Contreras. Contreras is grounded into a double play and struck out. He hit a long drive foul down the left field line. Line drive that went foul down the right field line before striking out back in the 4th. The pitch, and there's a foul ball off to the left. KSAR, Salem, Arkansas, our featured station on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Gray Bar. And when coming to St. Louis from Salem or anywhere in Cardinals Nation, see what's going on in St. Louis at ExploreSt.Louis.com. There's a foul ball back by Wilson Contreras. Contreras holding on with an 0-2 count and 2 down. The first 4 Cardinal batters of the inning: DeYoung a double, Edman a single, Donovan a 3-run homer, Paul Goldschmidt followed with a home run to left field, then strikeouts by Nootbaar and Arenado. The pitch outside, an easy take there for Contreras. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The early part of the game went to the Nationals, and the Cardinals got 2 in the 3rd, and they picked up 4 in the 5th to go in front. Here's Gray with a sidestep, the kick, and the pitch. Check swing outside. On the appeal, no swing. Brian Walsh is the first base umpire who will have the plate for tomorrow night's game. That will feature Jordan Montgomery 3-7 against lefty Mackenzie Gore 3-5. We're on the air at 5:10 Central tomorrow. The first pitch around 6:05 Central. Here's a slider up and away and a check swing by Contreras, running the count full with Jordan Walker on deck. The Cardinals have 2 hits from Walker, 2 hits from DeYoung, 2 from Edman, all going 2 for 2, and Goldschmidt is 2 for 3. Here's the 3-2 pitch for Contreras. He hits a slow ground ball to third. Candelario's throw across beats the Cardinal catcher. 7 men came to bat, 4 runs scored, and halfway through the game in Washington, D.C., the Cardinals lead the Nationals 6-5.
This school year, I want my child to thrive, so I enrolled her at the Goddard School. Their amazing teachers truly care about building up my child's confidence, so she's ready to take on the world. And knowing she's learning in a warm and nurturing community gives me peace of mind.
Welcome to the Goddard family. Visit GoddardSchool.com to find a school near you and enroll now.
Papa John's right now is all like the new Doritos Cool Ranch Papadilla at Papa John's. It's Papa John's and Doritos Cool Ranch in one cheesy flatbread style sandwich. And it's the best idea ever. But actually, I invented the Doritos Cool Ranch Papadilla. I was hanging at the Papa John's test kitchen and remembered my emergency bag of Doritos I always keep on me. And that's when it hit me. Doritos and Papa John's together. So try the new Doritos Cool Ranch Papadilla that I invented. Only at Papa John's.
Hyatt Regency St. Louis, close to everything. 3 blocks from Busch Stadium and right next to the Gateway Arch and its newly revitalized grounds. Book the Hyatt Regency Cardinals package that includes game tickets, overnight accommodations, an exclusive personalized Louisville Slugger bat, and a $25 food and beverage credit per day at the hotel. Swing by Brew House Historical Sports Bar, located in the Hyatt Regency St. Louis, for pregame fare and postgame celebration after every Cardinals game. Book the exclusive Cardinals package at HyattRegencySt.Louis.com.
Here at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound, we use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
Ah, but do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
It's the top of the order, and former Cardinal Lane Thomas leading off. He has 2 doubles today and looks at a strike over the inside corner on a first pitch fastball from Jack Flaherty. Flaherty has thrown 65 pitches as he opens up the 5th inning. The overhead wind, the pitch. That's in there, 0-2. 2 fastballs, 2 strikes on Thomas. Thomas with doubles, 18 and 19, and 2 runs scored. The right-handed batter from Knoxville, Tennessee, takes a pitch high, 1 ball, 2 strikes. The Cardinals have a 6-5 lead as the Washington Nationals bat in the bottom of the 5th inning. Last year, the Cardinals won 4 out of 7 against the Nats. The windup, the high leg kick, and the pitch. Strike 3 call, the 1 out in the 5th inning. The second strikeout for Jack. And here's Luis Garcia. Garcia has a sacrifice fly and a 2-run single. He tried to stretch that single into a double and was thrown out by Brendan Donovan. Donovan has had a good game with the outfield assist and a 3-run homer today. The pitch to the left-handed batting second baseman is swung on and a high fly ball. Left center field, that belongs to Donovan. Brendan makes a one-handed grab, 2 outs. This would be big for Jack to put up a 0 after his team scored 4 to give him a lead. Jeimer Candelario, a single, a run scored, and a line out on a diving catch. I mean, a great catch by Tommy Edman, finishing off the 2nd inning. Candelario, switch hitter, bats left-handed. He takes a curveball for a strike. He thought about swinging and then let it go as he flinched when the pitch cut the middle of the plate. Candelario with 6 hits in his last 11 at-bats. The pitch, that's inside and low, picked out of the dirt. New ball thrown to the mound by Wilson Contreras. Goldschmidt plays a deep first base off the line. Very deep at second, Nolan Gorman. Up the middle of the infield, right at the edge of the outfield grass, Paul DeJong. The pitch, a line drive, and that goes to right field for a base hit. That cleared Paul DeJong by plenty. And Candelario gets a 2-out single, his 2nd hit today, bringing Joey Meneses to the plate. This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the St. Louis Cardinals, LLC. May not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be
disseminated
without
the express written consent of the St. Louis Cardinals.
Brought to you by
Brown and Crouppen,
a great
law
firm.
I was ready for it after all.
You were nervous, though. Here's the pitch. Fastball, a little bit high, ball 1 to Meneses.
I was thinking about what Kevin Franzen told us, who was broadcaster for the Nationals, was telling us about Jeimer Candelario, just how much fun he's been to watch him play. He's been a really good defender, a couple of hits in this game. He's been a really good addition for them.
A swing and a miss with Meneses trying to give the Nationals the lead back on that swing. 1 ball, 1 strike. This has been a doubles kind of game. 4 doubles out of the 10 hits for the Nationals today. Meneses has one of those. The pitch, a swing and a miss, a foul ball back. Actually, he fouled that one just off the bat, but he went for a high breaking ball, falling behind in the count, 1-2. Meneses standing as far back in the box as he can get. Tall right-handed batting first baseman DH. DHing today, batting with a man on. A throw to first. Candelario, the former Detroit Tiger, is back in there safely. Candelario's playing in his 673rd Major League game. He was with the Cubs and then on to Detroit and to Washington this year, playing in his 67th game with the Nats. Right-hander facing right-hander. Flaherty pitching to Joey Meneses. Meneses holds the arms out over the plate. The pitch on the way, in the dirt. Contreras picked that on a hop, did a nice job keeping that ball in front.
He did. I noticed that too. I thought the form was really good. And, for us to notice the form, John, and, we're not complaining about it, but we think it's important to point out that we are a long way from the field here. I mean, we are very long way, but you could tell by the balance.
The birds are afraid of us up here.
They are, but you could tell by the balance of Contreras, the way he blocked that ball, that it was just a lot more under control.
Moved to first and back safely Candelario with the second disengagement by Flaherty in this at-bat for Joey Meneses. Candelario has 2 steals in 3 attempts. On 2-2 with 2 outs. Runner at first base. The pitch. Meneses swings and strikes out. Went for a fastball that was outside. 2 strikeouts in the inning, 3 in the game for Jack, and we go to the 6th with the Cardinals leading in Washington, D.C., 6-5.
Hey, Ameren, Illinois energy savings expert Matt Minster here with an Energy Pop quiz. True or false? Switching to smart bulbs, plugs, and thermostats can reduce your energy footprint. That's right, and the savings won't stop there. Smart devices also save you time, so you can dedicate more to things that matter, like fetch with the dog, or finishing that DIY project. So be smart. Visit AmerenIllinois.com/savingsmadeeasy for more energy savings tips.
Last summer, St. Louis was hit by severe flooding, causing stress, anxiety, and feelings of being overwhelmed. However, there is hope. Show Me Hope Missouri's crisis counseling program offers free and confidential support to those affected by the floods. The Disaster Distress Helpline offers immediate crisis counseling to anybody experiencing emotional distress related to any disaster. To connect with local providers and get back in the game, visit moshowmehope.org. This message is brought to you by the Missouri Department of Mental Health.
Welcome to Quick Trip.
Yeah, I'm looking at your made-to-order subs, and there are a lot of options. I mean, a lot.
Of course, we can customize your sub any way you want.
Any way? I mean, with the cheeses alone, times 3 meats divided by all the toppings.
Do you need some more time?
And we haven't even talked about the bread.
We can also toast it.
Toast it? The options are so endless, I might be here all day.
Or you could just pick a classic combo, maybe the Big Italian.
Yeah, let's do that.
QT. More than a gas station.
I'm Whitey Herzog. If you want a career with a future, consider joining one of the finest apprenticeship programs in the country.
Got out of college, my career choices were very limited, and this provided me with a plan for the present and the future at the same time.
I like working my hands. I like leaving and seeing exactly what I accomplished that day.
I have a bachelor's degree in psychology, and I was making less than I make as a first-year apprentice painter.
The St. Louis Painting and Decorating Foundation reminds you it's your future. Check out St. Louis PDF.org on the web.
Over at first base, Stubby Clapp and Dominic Smith talk over the events of the day. I think Dominic Smith would be a good guy to have on your ball club.
I would think so.
And I think Davey Martinez is quite happy that he's on the roster here after playing for the Mets in the past. And Smith is at first base today. The Cardinals bat. Jordan Walker's up. Walker's looking for his 3rd hit, 2 out of 2. The pitch by Weems, a swing and a miss. Jordan Weems is the new pitcher, replacing Josiah Gray. 5 innings, 9 hits, 6 earned runs, a walk, 6 strikeouts, and 2 home runs allowed. The pitch taken for a ball, 1 ball, 1 strike. 102 pitches, 64 for strikes for Gray. He leaves on the downside. 6-5 Cardinals. Walker, Gorman, and DeYoung are coming up this inning. The pitch by Weems, outside, slider off the plate, and a good take there by the 21-year-old rookie out of Stone Mountain, Georgia. Jordan Walker on a 12-game hitting streak, 17 out of 40 with 4 homers, 8 RBIs during the streak. The pitch, a swing and a miss. The fastball gets up there in a hurry from Weems at 97 miles an hour.
Also from the state of Georgia, a lot of Georgians playing in the big leagues these days. He is from Columbus, Georgia. Yeah, and Weems first went to the big leagues with the Oakland A's back in 2020. And also played with Arizona, now with Washington for a second season. He's off to a good start this year. Low ERA.
Now the 2-2 pitch. Walker strikes out, missing a high fastball. So Weems retires Walker. 2 out of 3 now for Jordan. And here's Nolan Gorman. Maryville University offers market-relevant programs in partnership with local and national corporations, so students gain the skills they need to succeed in the workforce of the future. Learn more at maryville.edu. That strikeout is the 7th for Nationals pitching today, and a strike into Nolan Gorman. Gorman has struck out and hit a fly ball to right field. He's 0 for his last 21. The pitch on the way. That's high and outside for a ball. Gorman's average has dropped to .233. He has 10 doubles, 15 home runs, 46 RBIs. The pitch. Fastball low.
Arenado has caught him for the team lead in home runs with 15, and Arenado's also passed him for the team lead in RBIs. Nolan with 48 and Gorman 46. He's going to have a streak again.
Boy, the outfielders play extremely deep here. Here's a high fly ball, short right center field, long run in. Thomas says, I have it, and he does. But he had to travel a great distance to catch it. Are they in the no home runs defense?
I guess so.
I've heard of no doubles defense playing practically at the warning track. But they're very close to that kind of alignment in the outfield. Dickerson in left, Robles in center, and Thomas in right. Now with 2 outs, here's Paul DeJong. A single, a double, 2 runs scored for Paulie D. The pitch. A swing and a foul. That goes out of play off to the right side.
I'm not sure if the outfield here is any deeper than kind of a normal outfield, but maybe it just looks that way because of our vantage point being so high up. But as I look at the center fielder, Robles, even right now, he's playing straightaway center field, and he's not that far from the warning track in center field. That's how deep he's playing.
He's playing about as deep as Kirby Puckett used to for Minnesota. Here's a pitch taken high for a ball. Anything that didn't travel about 5 feet over that baggy-like wall in center field, Puckett brought it back because he played so deep. The pitch, a swing and a ground ball, just foul. That almost hugged the third base line for another double.
The magnet didn't work there.
No, it didn't. They must have shut it off. 1-2 on DeJong, who has 5 hits on the road trip. And he hit a home run at Citi Field in New York. The Cardinals won by 2 on Saturday, by 1 yesterday, and lead by 1 today, 6-5 in game 1 of a 3-game series here in Washington, D.C. DeJong down on the count, 1-2. He takes outside from Jordan Weems. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ball is trying to extend the inning to the 9th place hitter, Tommy Edman. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody on with 2 outs, and the pitch. A swing and a miss. DeJong strikes out. Weems struck out 2 of the 3 batters. On to the bottom of the 6th. 6-5 Cardinals.
It's Adam Wainwright here, representing Community America Credit Union. Community America is the newest partner of the St. Louis Cardinals and my foundation, Big League Impact. And now, we're inviting you to become the newest member of our credit union. When you join Community America, you'll get a financial partner that gives back to the city you love. And Community America will give back to you, too. With our profit payout program, we share a portion of our annual profits with our members. Visit CommunityAmerica.com to become our newest member today.
A swing, and there's a drive hit well to right field. It's a goner! A goner from Matt Holliday!
Hey everyone, it's Matt Holliday, and for over 10 years, Homers for Health has made an impact on Cardinal Glenham patients and services that help those in need. Every time a Cardinal hits a home run, the crowd goes wild. I'm here to tell you that the same energy can be felt in the hospital when donations are made. It truly is a game changer. Please make your pledge for patients today at homersforhealth.org, presented by Heartland Coca-Cola and Chick-fil-A. Your support makes a difference.
O'Reilly Auto Parts Loaner Tool Program offers more than 80 specialty tools. Refundable deposit required. Stop by O'Reilly today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Broken bricks, falling fences, damaged doors. Gorilla Glue, of course. Gorilla Glue is incredibly strong, 100% waterproof, and bonds virtually everything. Gorilla Glue, for the toughest jobs on planet Earth.
Believe it or not, most folks think that farms in Illinois are run by big, faceless corporations. Truth is, 96% of the farms are actually owned and operated by families. Yep, 96%. And we're 100% committed to bringing you the most sustainably grown, healthiest food anywhere. Illinois Family Farmers. We are the 96%. Learn more at wearethe96.org.
Fifth place hitter, K-Bat Ruiz, bats left-handed and pounds one on the ground to Gorman at second. 1 pitch, 1 out for Jack Flaherty and the Cardinals, facing the Nationals in the 6th inning. The Cardinals lead 6-5. Ruiz is 0 for 3 with that ground out. Corey Dickerson drove in 2 with a single and a 3-run first inning. Then he tried to go to third on a hit by Dominic Smith and was thrown out by Lars Nootbaar. A ground out to second the next time up. Dickerson is from Mississippi. Turned pro out of Meridian Community College in Mississippi. Was an all-star with Tampa Bay. The left-handed batter takes a hook for a strike. Flaherty pitching here in the 6th inning. 79 pitches for Jack. 54 for strikes. He has given up 5 runs on 10 hits, yet he's leading 6-5. There's a hot shot to second. Picked on a hop by Gorman, who throws out Dickerson. Look what I have. That ball hit so close to Gorman. A sharp hop. He caught it, juggled it briefly, but with the ball hit so hard, he had time to throw out Dickerson.
Well, he really has good hands. You know, the early on talk about Gorman was that he was going to be kind of an all-power guy and maybe not so much on the defensive side, but you know, I don't think that that's right at all about him. Watching him play.
No, he's better and better. He's the most improved infielder I've seen this year.
Well, you know, I know Stubby Clapp works with him a lot, and Pop Warner.
Here's a strike into Dominic Smith.
But I know a lot of that work started even earlier than that with Jose Oquendo working out guys even as early as January down in Florida, and all that hard work has certainly paid off for him.
Here's a foul at the plate, 0-2. Experience the thrill of every Cardinals game from your home at One Cardinal Way at Ballpark Village. Luxury apartment living with amazing views of downtown St. Louis. The Gateway Arch, of course, Busch Stadium. Call 314-621-0001 or visit onecardinalway.com and schedule a tour now. Here's a hot shot to second. Try somebody else, Nationals. Gorman throws out Dominic Smith. Ruiz, Dickerson, and Smith all grounded out to Nolan Gorman. Ricky has the 7th, 6-5 Cardinals.
Imagine you're in the south of France in October when the temperature will be 70. Hi, it's Stevie J, and it's time to travel. Join Larry and Elena Canfer for their off-the-beaten path to the south of France and Italy, September 29th through October 9th. The south of France is noted for its Mediterranean lifestyle and unique artists like Van Gogh, Picasso, and Chagall. They'll go off the beaten path to explore picturesque villages and seaside towns. You'll enjoy delicious meals with the greatest olive oil and wine. Then you'll go east to Milan, the Italian city of design and fashion and Ferraris. Again, the trip leaves from Champaign September 29th and goes through October 9th, non-stop flights both ways. It's the south of France and Milan, Italy with Larry and Elena Canfer. For complete details and to sign up, go to StevieJTravel.com. That's StevieJayTravel.com. Stevie J Travel. Where do you want to go? Your lawn is an important investment. Let Spring Green take care of that lawn. Your local, family-owned and operated Spring Green has been committed to beautifying your neighborhood through quality, service, and professionalism. Spring Green's full program customers are backed by their guarantee of satisfaction. Smart Money Magazine reports that consumers value a home with a well-maintained lawn and landscape up to 11.3% higher than the base price. Why don't you call Spring Green today, 359-2111, or visit them at spring-green.com.
PDR Automotive in Urbana is a locally owned repair shop, and they've now serviced over 250,000 vehicles in their near 50-year history. Now, that's more than 4 times the size of a sold-out Memorial Stadium. It's more than all Division I athletes in the country combined. That's more than the entire population of Champaign County. That's more than, well, you get the idea. When you turn the key and the car won't run, call 367-9481. They are what's best for your truck or car. They are PDR.
6-5 Cardinals, top of the 7th inning. It's been a nice comeback for the Cardinals, who were trailing 5-0 early on. 2 runs in the 3rd inning, 4 more in the 5th inning. And in support of Jack Flaherty, who's still in this game. And he had 3 ground ball outs in the bottom of the 6th. A nice quick inning, 83 pitches for Jack. And it is a new pitcher for the Nationals here in the 7th, Carl Edwards Jr. We've certainly seen him in the past with the Chicago Cubs, and his first pitch is a breaking pitch and a check swing, no swing by Tommy Edman.
Is that Carl's Jr. or Hardy's?
It's Carl Jr.
Oh, okay. Carl Edwards, I got you.
Yeah, that's him. And he's 2-0 on Tommy Edman. 3.23 ERA in 31 games. He's been good. Averages 4.5 walks per 9. That's a little high, but always been a good pitcher. And there's a strike to Tommy, who has tripled and singled and driven in a run and scored twice. That's all he's done. And made a great play in center. Forgot that part. 2-1 pitch to Tommy is a called strike on the inside corner, and Tommy can't believe it. Tommy doesn't argue much, and he is incredulous. Not only that, he doesn't believe it. 2-2 the count. He's trying to work that walk again. Cardinals could use some more runs. You've come back, you've taken the lead, but don't stop scoring. Tommy slightly open stance from the left side. The 2-2 pitch is high, 3-2.
Well, the pitch he didn't like was a strike.
Yes, it was. I just saw it myself. Well, he'll probably apologize later.
You think?
No. Payoff pitch coming up. Sliced foul off to the left. I did hear, I did actually ask Ollie that, because, we say that all the time. We say, I wonder if the players should apologize when they find out that the umpire was right. And Ollie said, I do. And I said, what? He said, no, I do. I'll go out and tell him. 3-2 pitch is outside, or is it? Yep, he does not raise the right hand. And Tommy Edman walks for the 4th time in the last 2 games. And he's aboard, leading things off here in the 7th inning for Donovan. In the Air National Guard, you can serve in a way that fits your life. Serve where you call home and redefine what it means to be a hero. Serve your state, serve your nation, serve your way. Visit goang.com to learn more. Donovan gave the ball a ride his last time, a 3-run home run. That tied the score. Fastball misses in. Ball 1 to Donnie, who is such a gamer in my mind. He is a gamer. I'd want to build my team around him. Not going to say he's going to be a perennial best player in the league, MVP, All-Star. I don't know. I mean, he could be an All-Star at some point. Pitch is inside. But he is just a valuable piece to have. He is such a
player like Donovan is what you need if you're going to have a winning ball club.
You win with guys. That's exactly the point. You win with guys like him. The 2-0 pitch in his favor. He hits that sharply, but it's caught by the second baseman, and they don't double up.
They would have.
But the ball was dropped at first base by the first baseman Smith on the throw from Garcia. He was trying to get back to the bag, catch the ball, find the bag, all at the same time, and it didn't all happen. So that's good news for the Cardinals as Donovan lines out.
Tommy took 1 step towards second, but had to scramble back, and that's how hard the ball was hit by Donovan, where the Nationals had a chance to get Tommy by inches, but the ball was dropped.
Paul Goldschmidt at the plate. He is the difference in the game. He homered. It was back-to-back homers for the Cardinals in the 5th, and there's strike 1 to the reigning National League MVP. You think he wakes up every morning and thinks about that? I would say not.
Oh, of course not.
Not him. But it'd be hard not to, wouldn't it? Because every place he goes, they'd want to talk about it, swinging a foul back. I mean, he's Paul Goldschmidt. He's the MVP of the National League. He's got the crown. He's got the belt. But he also has an awful lot of humility.
Well, yesterday, the difference in the game was a home run by Arenado. Today, so far, a homer by Goldie.
Well, your big boys need to take care of things, and they certainly did yesterday. The 0-2 pitch is hit sharply to right field towards the line, and it's hanging up in the air for Lane Thomas, who makes the play, gets it in quickly, throws a bullet in the second base. He's got a good arm. We knew that about him. Goldie flies out to right. Back to first is Tommy Edman. And before Lars Nootbaar bats, let's pause for Station ID on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Graybar.
You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.
Lars Nootbaar 0 for 3 and is now 1-0 on the count from Carl Edwards Jr. Delivered that pitch outside. Nootbaar, nice to have him back. Gives the Cardinals a lot more depth in their outfield, in their lineup from the left side, and that pitch is a called strike to Newt. He's going to have some nice games offensively at some point. He hasn't yet. Talked about the home run by Donovan. And I have a note here that he's had 12 career home runs, John, and 11 of his home runs were with the Cardinals tied or trailing. So he's hitting important home runs. There's a check swing, and the pitch is outside, and no swing on Donovan as they appeal to third. And so you think about certain players, and there are some players that will hit all their home runs when you're already winning 10-2. Well, that's not Donovan. It's the opposite of Donovan. Another reason why we think he's such a gamer. Ahead in the count is Lars Nootbaar, and the pitch to him is way inside.